my fellow brothers and sisters of planet Earth. Today is a good day, and today we are live. We are alive. We are here and now. Take it in, man. Take a breath. Big, long, deep breath in. Feel how it feels to be alive. Feels good, don't it? I hope everybody is having a good day, a good Sunday if you're watching live. A good morning, evening, afternoon, good night, wherever you are on this wonderful planet. I hope you're doing well. Today, man, I got something kind of special planned. I had one of these things in my bookmarks for probably, I don't know, over 5 years. It's called The Scale of the Universe, and I just so happened to come across it today. I was going through it, and I said, wait a second, let me save this and go through it live with the people, for the people. So here we are, going through it. Just get right into it, man. It's something that some guy designed by, his name's Cary Huang. Hopefully I said his name right. Shout out Mr. Huang. It shows the scale of the universe based upon different objects of the universe. So obviously we're going to start off at human, and dodo birds, which I'm pretty sure are extinct. RIP to the dodo birds. Beach balls and Rafflesia. And the one thing that I did look up before I started recording was a giant earthworm, because I was like, wait a second, what the heck is a giant earthworm? Alright, so let's do a quick look into a giant earthworm. Maybe I can enlighten some of you guys what that is, because I already looked it up and I was a little freaked out. So this is real, man. This is I don't know, man. If I saw that walking, I'd probably call 911. I'd run away. I mean, what is this alien? Look at that. A giant earthworm. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought they were just like this big. Like, what the heck? That's crazy. That's insane. So, if you didn't learn anything today, maybe you learned that there are such things as giant earthworms. I mean, they're not as big as they seem to be portrayed as in this, but they're pretty big, man. Like I said, if I saw one of those, I'd freak out. I think that would be some kind of alien species. But hey, man, it's just an earthworm that someone went like this on Photoshop with. They just scaled it up a little bit. But on that note, let's go on the scale of the universe. So, this is gonna be cool, man. This is gonna be cool. The question is, do we go small or do we go big? Which way do we go? I'm thinking let's go big first. Go big or go home, right? So, starting off, let me make sure we're all good to go here. Boom. Let's just go nice and slow. Oh, going the wrong way. That's the wrong way. So as we zoom out, we get to the... This is just a little bit. This is like a centimeter that I zoomed out, okay? Elephant, giraffe, Tyrannosaurus Rex, a Japanese spider crab, whatever that is. Hey, let's look up what a Japanese spider crab is. The Japanese spider crab is the largest arthropod. However, not all Japanese spider crabs get to be this size. Some are only 1 meter. Let's look it up, man. Japanese spider crab. Ooh, whoa, that thing's crazy. I feel like that thing could kill you. Wow. That's wild, man. Damn. And again, if I saw one of those, I would call 911. Japanese 911, whatever that is. However you say 911 in Japanese. Look at that, man. That's insane. Alright, so let's keep going. I could... Wow, okay. Wrong way. So, Japanese spider crab, the average US house. This is just... I've only moved my hand not even an inch. A Boeing, redwood tree, football field, the Titanic, the Burj Khalifa, which I'm pretty sure is the tallest building in the world, right? Vatican City. We're going. We're going. Oh, I think these are some asteroids and comets. Mount Everest. And look at see the little thing at the bottom? The scroll bar? We haven't even moved. Rhode Island. That's funny. West Virginia, the Grand Canyon, Rwanda. We're getting out there, man. Here we go. We're getting to the celestial objects. We're past the Japanese spider crabs. The United States of America. It's wild. The United States of America is about the same length as the diameter of Mercury. And about the moon. All of these. We keep going back. And back. And back. We are incredibly small creatures. The human being is an insect. We are nothing. And back. And back. We keep going. We're at the sun. We are the smallest little bugs. Especially small to the Japanese spider crabs. And back. And back. These are stars, man. And you know what the crazy thing is? These are small stars. These are extremely small. Aldebaran. Sounds like something out of Star Wars. So we're at about the distance from the Earth to the Sun. Wow. And that's nothing. Look at the scroll bar. Look how much we have to go. We got a lot more to go. And yet we have to go the other way. We have to go small. Let's keep on going. Stars. Enormous stars. Unfathomable how big these are. The asteroid belt. I never even heard of this before. Homunculus Nebula. Let's look that up. Homunculus Nebula. It's a bipolar emission and reflection of the nebula surrounding the massive star system. All of these things, this is happening right now. Whatever this is, it looks like some kind of collision between two stars or star systems. Whatever it is, it's quite divine. Look at it. This is happening right now in our sky. As we have the trivialities. I don't even know if that's a word. The trivialities and the drama of our life, the stuff that goes on, us just trying to survive. We got this going on above us, or maybe below us, wherever it is. It's up there. This is in universe terms so small, man. This is life. This is real life. The Homunculus Nebula. The Homunculus Nebula. Let's get back into it, man. Let's see how this describes it. At the center of the Homunculus Nebula lies a star. The star, which is the Eta Carinae. It had a magnitude of blah blah blah. Second brightest star in the sky. Now it's very dim. Alright. Let's keep going. Let's keep on going. All of this. This is in our sky. This is happening. The Gomez hamburger. It's the Gomez hamburger. The Hourglass Nebula. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before. The Cat's Eye Nebula. All of this. And you know what? We're still small. This is still minuscule in the scale of the universe. Some good tea. I got some green tea. A little bit of chamomile ginger. Hits the spot, man. And we're gonna keep on going. Keep going. Look at this. Look at this. Remember, the human being, we're in there. We're in that spiral somewhere. All of our lives, all 7 billion of us, we're just in that very minuscule pixel. It's not even a pixel on our screens right now. We're a pixel of the pixel. We're an atom of the atom in the scale. And we're still at a minuscule scale right now. We're still going back and back and back and back. All of these just clouds of stars. The Andromeda Galaxy. Shout out the Andromeda Galaxy. Shout out to all the beings in the Andromeda Galaxy. If anybody's tuning in, we love y'all. The distance the Earth has traveled relative to the Sun. Earth has traveled almost 500,000 light years relative to the sun since its formation. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I don't know how they know that. Distance to the Andromeda Galaxy. Our local group. Alright, now we're getting to the point where it's like, what's really going on here? We're getting to the known universe. Whatever that number is. 1 yada meter. That's something else I learned today, a yada meter. Let's see what a yada meter is. That's a yada meter. Sounds like something from Boston. That's a yada meter. It's either a yada or a meter. It's a yada meter. How long is that? It's a yada meter. It's a yada meter. It's a yada meter. A yada meter is a length measurement that is equal to 1,024 meters. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So it's 1,024 meters. This is 10 to the 24th meters. 1 yada. That doesn't make sense. What? Oh, wait. Is it this number? Yada meters? I don't know. I'm getting confused now. It's a long distance. That's all you gotta. It's a yada meter. It's a yada. It's a meter. It's a yada meter. Come on. It's a yada or a meter. The Great Attractor. What is the Great Attractor? This is pretty cool. I'm actually learning a lot about the universe. We're all learning together. The Great Attractor. The Great Attractor is a purported gravitational attraction in intergalactic space, and the apparent central gravitational point of the Linaceae supercluster. The supercluster contains the Milky Way as about 100,000 other galaxies. That's it, something like 100,000 other galaxies like ours. Now, a galaxy is extremely enormous. Extremely enormous. Like, we can't even fathom how big a galaxy is, right? The Milky Way. So, there's about 100,000 of that within this Great Attractor. Look at this image. It's pretty trippy. Yeah, that's just us. That's our Earth. I mean, not Earth. Yeah, Earth is somewhere in there, but that's our physical universe right there, y'all. The Great Attractor. Let's check this out real quick. I mean, honestly, it doesn't really make much sense to me. It's just like a bunch of colors and some kind of visible light that was measured, but looks pretty cool, right? We're in there. That's what you are here. Right there. See that arrow right there? We're right there, somewhere in there, with all of our drama and stuff of life, and our pains and pleasures, and people we like, people we hate, food we like, great movies, wars, famine, everything that you know. It's within that. It's a pixel of a pixel. It's an atom of a pixel of an atom. Craziness. All right, let's get back to the scale. We are nothing. We are ants, but yet we're everything. The Sloan Great Wall. A gig parsec. Distance to the HDF. The HDF. We're getting out there, man. The observable universe. Oh wow. This is what we're in. And that's it. That's the end. That's the edge. That's all we know. It's wild, man. I was outside the other night. I just looked up at the night sky and I got this strange feeling. Just like a strange, like it's something, like, you know that feeling when you go down on a roller coaster, that those butterflies, extreme, intense butterflies in your stomach that just happens. Like, whoa! I looked up at the night sky. It was a clear sky, and I just had this like feeling of that roller coaster. Like, whoa! This is what I'm in, man. This is what we're in. We're in this, like, we're in space. And I think that's just a funny name too. Think about that, right? It's just space. So think about all the cave guys sitting around the fire. Hey man, what's all that up there? All that? Yeah, like what's all like those lights and the blackness? What do you mean? Like, what is it? It's just space, man. That's it? It's just space? Yeah, it's just space. Like the space between me and you, like that kind of space. Yeah, it's that kind of space. That's what that is. It's just space. It's just a lot of space. That's it. A lot of time and a lot of space. That's it. Why are you asking questions? It's just a lot of space. Okay, I guess that's what we'll call it. We'll call it space. And forever, since that time around the campfire, between those two guys, it was called forever space. And will always be just space. Right? We think of it as like, oh, that's space up there. Just like that's the United States, that's China, that's the beach. Well, that's space, you know, that's space. But think about what it is. It's like, it's a concept of nothingness. Like, what is space? We made something out of nothing. Space is technically the distance between two things, right? It's the space between this and this. Well, that is just a bunch of distance. It's just a lot of distance up there, man. It's just space. That's it. Oh, so we got to the edge today of the observable universe. You know where we're going. We're going the other way. Hello, everybody in the stream. I don't know if I haven't been paying attention. Hello, Zon. Hello, Stuntman. Shout out, Stuntman. Oh, man. We're having some fun today. I'm having some fun today. If I'm just hanging out and talking to myself in a pharaoh costume, I'm having some fun. I'm drinking some tea. Feeling good, man. Feeling mellow. So we got to the edge of the observable universe. I'm gonna refresh this. We're gonna go back to human. Hopefully it takes me back to human. We're going English. Boom. And here we are. Back to the human level. First, let's refresh our memory of the giant earthworm. Hold on. Let's get off this. We need some images of the giant earthworm, please. Give me that. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at the. Alright, so that's a, you know, regular sized guy. A little pixelated, but hey, it's okay. I'll get it up. That's a regular sized dude, right? And that looks to be taller than him. And you know what? That earthworm, completely harmless. Completely harmless, right? All worms do is just hang out, poop, fornicate. Sleep, maybe. I don't even know if earthworms sleep. But pretty much it's harmless. But if I saw that thing, I'd freak out. I would freak out, man. I'd be like, what the heck is that? Honestly, we went through the scale of the universe. This might be the most perplexing thing to me. That there are such things as giant earthworms. That's not even giant. That's not giant. I don't know. I hope to see one someday, even though it will be. Look at that. Look at that thing, dude. Like, what is the biological function of that? What does it do? It must fertilize the ground, right? That's what earthworms do. They make the soil a little bit more fertile with their waste. Those are just giant fertilizers, I guess. I don't know, man. Is it sentient, though? Does it have consciousness? Yes, it does. I think everything has consciousness. To a certain extent. It's just levels. And then there's the earthworm consciousness. So I think this is playing music. Oh wait, maybe we can shut off the jazz and get into this music. Oh, I like this. I feel like I should have been playing this music the whole time. Might be copyrighted though, so shut that off. We know the jazz isn't copyrighted. Alright, so we're gonna go small, man. We're going small. Thinking big, but going small. We're at a basketball, a hummingbird, a shrew, chicken egg. We're going small. I've actually heard this one time, that the human being, right? We just went to the other side of the universe. We went big, right? The human being is actually one of the largest objects in the universe. Think about that one. We're actually one of the biggest things in the universe. We think we're small in the scheme of things. We're gonna see how big we are. Let's keep on going. We're at the ant, duckweed, whatever that is. Grain of sand, grain of salt. We're at a human hair. we're going. Now we're at the wavelength of light, and we're not even halfway there. The smallest thing visible to an optical microscope. HIV, DNA, all of these things. This is also the universe. Just as we looked at the enormity of the celestial objects with us, these things are also part of the order of the universe. The carbon atom, the hydrogen atom, the helium atom. We're in the atoms. Light. 1 pictometer. This is where stuff doesn't make sense. Not that the universe that we live in makes any sense. But this is where really, when you get to the minuscule, the molecules, the molecular level, the quantum level, that's when stuff gets trippy. But I feel as though that's when you can truly understand this universe, somewhat. Some of the laws of physics will explain our place here, and the functions here, the quarks. Yeah, see, this stuff is like, what the heck is a zeptometer? It's 10 to the negative 21st power meters. A zeptometer. A zepto. It's a quark. 10 to the yoctometer. How do they come up with these? That's what I want to know. Like, what is this? This is just absolute. You can't even fathom. Just as we couldn't fathom how large it is, we can't fathom how small this is. Like, where am I even going? What am I doing here? I'm just going through very minuscule measurements. Whoa, and now we are at the quantum foam. It's the quantum foam. The plank, the string. And that's it, man. That's as small as we go, the string theory. Quantum foam. The bigger celestial objects are more interesting. This is just kind of like, at this point, it's like what we can't even think about. We can't even rationalize how minuscule this is, but it gives you a sense, a slight sense of the scale of the universe, the scale and where we fit into it. And it seems like, and maybe this is a little egocentric here, it seems like we're in the middle of this whole thing, but obviously we would believe to be in the middle, right? Well, I don't know, maybe some of us would think we're the biggest thing here, we're the most important thing here, but we seem to be in the minuscule, the middle of the minuscule and the absolute gargantuan. And luckily, I was gonna say luckily we're bigger than the Japanese spider crab, but I think the Japanese spider crab is bigger than us. That thing it could take me on. I feel like I don't know, could I take on a Japanese spider crab? How many Japanese spider crabs could we take on? This is what goes through my head, man. This is how I think. Luckily, the internet, you can go down these kind of rabbit holes. How many could we take on? That's the thing. I feel like in the water, they would get me. But when they come on land, maybe like 5. Maybe that's a little much. Maybe overestimating my fighting abilities to the Japanese spider crab. But if it's ones like this, and I saw 5 of them coming at me, first of all, I'd be a little freaked out. But if it was life or death, I think I could take 5 of them. Because their limbs seem easy to break, right? You could kind of just like kick their limbs, even though they have 10 limbs. I don't know. How big are the claws? Let's see. Look at those things. That's crazy, man. 10 reasons why the giant spider crab is the crustacean of your nightmares. Yeah, that's for sure. That's wild. It's a lot of crab meat right there. I say 5. I think I could take 5 of them. I don't know. I think 5. I mean, if it's life or death, it's all or nothing. Maybe even 10. You know? I think I'm overestimating my abilities. Maybe I couldn't even take 1 spider crab. Oh, man. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? I don't even know if anybody's tuning in. I appreciate anybody that has tuned in already. I'm tuned in. I can't even. I can't see who isn't or isn't. Hey man, I hope everybody's having a good day, wherever you are, whenever you watch this. Just know everything's gonna be okay, no matter what happens. You know why? Because we live in a universe where we really, how do I put this without sounding nihilistic? I was gonna say we don't matter, but we do matter. We matter. Your stuff matters, you matter here. But in the scale of things, when you really think about it, when you really sit down and think about it, it's like, how much do you really matter when you get to the nebula level, right? When you get to the Andromeda Galaxy level, when you get to the quark level, the string theory level, it's like, well, what's really going on here? What's my place here? If you got all that going on up there, you got all that going on down there, what am I really doing here? It's like simultaneously we matter, everything matters, yet nothing matters. There's a weird paradox in there. I guess it depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you're feeling, right? Some days you feel like everything matters, some days you feel like nothing matters. But at the end of the day, man, it's all good. It's all part of the plan, the order. In this grand order of this physical universe, we do have a place. We all have a place here. Even though we are at a very minuscule level, a very small level, we all have a place here. We all have a purpose. Truly, we all have a purpose. You wouldn't be here, you wouldn't be alive, you wouldn't be conscious, you wouldn't be seeing this video if you didn't have a purpose, man. And you know what? If you're here, not even live watching, if you're here in the future watching this, listening, then most likely you resonate, right? You resonate with what I'm putting out, the people that I've spoken to, what they say. You resonate with what they're saying. And that means something, man. That means something to you because you know something about yourself. You must. If you're here, you must know something. We are the isness of all. We are more than we know. Right on, Victoria. We are definitely more than we know. But what's important is that you know that, right? If you resonate with anything that I'm putting out here, you know. So have a sense of pride in that, man. Not too much pride, like, look at me, look what I know. No, not like that, man. A healthy sense of pride in knowing that you are way more. What you are, what you feel that you are, is way greater than all the trials and tribulations, pains and pleasures of this humanly vessel. We are, that's the thing. We went to the macro and the micro today. That's what we are. We are the scale of the universe. Everything. We are all of those galaxies playing the part, go doing their dance in the orbits and whatever's going on up there in that space place. We are the strings. We are the quantum field. All of that. We are all this one universe. We always will be. We always were. And if you know that, that's something special. Don't take that for granted. If you truly know that and can feel that within your being, that's truly something special. Now, don't become militant in that and evangelical, trying to preach the good word to everybody you know, the good news, even though it is the good news that we are everything no matter what, even after we leave this bodily vessel. Because this is not that easy to find that out. But if you know that, that's all that matters. If you truly know that and can resonate on that wavelength as much as you can, that's freedom, man. That's true bliss. Now, somehow, some way, this universe, this gigantic, unfathomable, incomprehensible universe, somehow, some way, through luck, divine design, intelligent design, created you. Now, whether you believe it was through a god, whether you believe it was just by chance, the atoms just so happened to come together in the right formation, and they are at the right temperature that enabled them to create the right chemical reactions, blah, 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 so on, and human beings billions of years later. Whatever you believe, it's a miracle no matter what. You're here no matter what. The universe created you in this moment to witness the magnificence of it all. And that is the miracle. You don't have to believe in a god or believe in no god. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't matter. I like to say that there is a god, not in the sense of the Abrahamic religions and what they preach every Sunday morning, not in that sense of a god, but like the god of just like the enormous mystery, the enormous creation that we're in. You can say that there is or isn't a creator, but just think of the creation that we're in. That is the God, the creation. It doesn't matter if there is a man in the clouds that was the creator or not, right? Just the creation aspect that we are, and that we are a part of, and that we can play a part in to create alongside of. That is the God essence that we all are. So if you know that, man, take that in. That's not something to take lightly. Because you know what that is? That's power. That's power, freedom, true liberation, and bliss. True freedom, true bliss is knowing what you are in this life. What you really are. And what you are is an aspect of that grand creation that we just went over. And more. Way more. That's what we all are. We're all a part of that. If you know that, man, salute. Take that in. That's the truth. Oh, excuse me. No one can take that away from you once you know that. That's all the power you need. You have so much power. You have so much power. All is mind. We are. Exactly. We are all in the mind of God. I'm pretty sure some famous philosopher said that. We are in the mind of God. Truly. Truly. And it's quite beautiful. Then it's like, well, once you realize that, what do you do? What is there to do? Once you realize the true being extends outside of the conditions of the body, the five senses, the pains and pleasures of the body, now what, Gary? It's a good question. Now what? What do we do? I like to say how we resonate on that and stay on that wavelength is we create alongside the creation. In whatever way, whatever your circumstances, your karma allows you to do in the best of your ability. Does that make sense? So whatever you're good at, whatever you were put on this earth for, which I think I said before, we were all put on earth for some reason. Whatever you were put on this earth for, you just go with that. You go with the flow and have faith in the creation that created you, and you flow with that creation. And that's it. It's that simple, and that's how you stay in this blissful state. You stay in the state of the knowing, the ultimate realization and remembrance of your true identity. And in that is a sense of flow, less inertia to the pains of life, the suffering of life. That's what I believe, at least. And that's what I feel. When you know that no matter what happens to you, you are connected. And you're creating with the connection. You have that thread of connection to the ultimate creation. Nothing can harm you. Truly, deep down, nothing can harm you. Truly, our true essence, nothing can be harmed. But you have to stay on the wavelength of creation, man. And it doesn't mean go put on a pharaoh costume, get a camera, go on the internet, make a YouTube channel. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. Maybe you can bake cakes. Maybe you can race cars. Maybe you can write a book. Maybe you can just raise a family, man. That's true creation right there. You're creating life. I mean, we can all do that pretty easily. All it takes is a few minutes and 9 months. But it's the fact of truly creating and nurturing this family and this life. That's true creation, man. That's real creation. But you can do that alongside of also being an artist. Whatever it is, man. That's the beauty of this life. All of our svadharma, our purposes here, they vary, right? But I believe they all are along the lines of just general creation, whatever it is. It's like contributing excuse me, contributing to the art that we are. It's like so we were created, right? We were created somehow, some way. You could say it was the programmers of the Matrix, it was God, it was Brahman, but we were created, right? Like a painting. Picture as if that painting came alive and decided to paint its own painting within the painting. That's us. And that's beauty, man. We all have our own way of doing that. Contributing to the creation and the painting that is God, the art of God. All of us have that. You just gotta tap in. You just gotta tap in, man. It's that simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. So, if you know that, I'm probably preaching to the choir here. If you're here watching this, you probably know that. You just gotta stay on that wavelength. And know that's the truth. Have faith in that. Because there's a lot of baloney. There's a lot of malarkey out there. Babylon. Maya. Whatever you want to call it, man. There's a lot of distraction. This might even be a distraction. But at least I'm a distraction that's admitting it's a distraction. And telling you and enlightening you to the distractions that are out there. Through our technology. There's a lot of distraction, man. That will take you away from that essence. You'll say, look at me, this is it. This is it. What I'm doing, this is it. Look at me, I'm cool. I mean, that's the title of the video, right? Look at me, I'm on the internet. That's the essence of everybody and everything on the internet nowadays, right? It's like, look at me, I'm on the internet so I can get paid. That's the essence. And ultimately, it's a distraction so that you can take your attention away. Essentially, we're selling our attention to other people. And when you sell your attention to others, quite possibly, you're taking your attention away from your true essence and your creative abilities. Because it's simple as this. It's consuming or creation. What do you want to do? Do you want to consume or create? I believe a healthy balance between the two is the way to go. Maybe a little bit more on the creation aspect than consuming. But you can't just... I mean, you need inspiration, you know what I mean? But I feel as though majority of human beings, I'm not judging, just stating a fact, they're on the consumption level a little too much, right? We get distracted. We place our attention on others and other things and other creations a little too much that don't really pertain to our best interests. So my recommendation to you, just be wary. Be wary of the world and what the technology grants us. It grants us so much. That's the thing. The technology we have grants us so much opportunity, right? If you're watching this right now, first of all, I thank you for watching this long. I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm starting to get hot in this thing, and it's hot in my room, but I'm going to wrap it up really soon. But I just want to say this. Final point. Maybe final point. Who knows? If you're watching this, you have more opportunity than any human being has ever had. Ever. Pretty much. As far as we know. As far as recorded history tells us. Because, one, you have the technology that is pretty much magic. You can reach the world. You have a phone. If you're watching this, you have some kind of technology that will allow you to reach the world. Two, you speak English. So if you speak English, you can reach probably half the world. I don't know how many English speakers there are in the world, but the majority of human beings speak English. And three, you weren't born in abject poverty. If you were and you're in abject, well, not born, you're not in abject poverty right now. If you are in abject poverty right now, I don't know why you're watching a video of me in a pharaoh costume. You should probably have different priorities. I don't care. I welcome you here, but you're pretty much, my point is, you have the monetary ability to have a certain sense of freedom in your lifestyle to be able to create, okay? So with those three things, you have more opportunity at your disposal than any human being has ever had before. You got to really take that in, man. Realize that. And like I said, you don't have to go and create a YouTube channel, be a goon like me on the internet. You can create a business. Do it from your house. And have the storefront from your house and sell things from your house, create from your house, whatever it is, write a book, all from your house. You can do all of this from your house. You can reach the world. All of us can reach the world right now from our house. I'm doing this. I've reached people all over the world, right? I'm not huge. I'm not famous. I'm not big and famous yet. I'm getting there. But my point is, I've talked to people all over the world. I've spoken. I have friends all over the world now. All from my one-bedroom apartment, living pretty much in the ghetto. All you need is a microphone and a camera, and it doesn't even have to be a nice microphone and a camera. All you need is the will to do so. That's it. If you speak English, you have the technology, and you're not in abject poverty right now. You can do it. Okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. You can do it. You can do it, man. We can all do it. You just gotta go within. You gotta tap in. Getting back to that, you gotta tap in. Lori, you and I seem to be wandering around the same mile marker on this path we're on. Carry on, brother. We will get there. Amen, Lori. We're all on the same path. You know, the way is the way. Well, maybe it's different paths to the same destination, you know? But ultimately, it's all roads lead home, you know? But yeah, I know what you mean. It's the same way. The way is the way is the way. Yeah, man, I'm here in nature in North Idaho, and I hear you. Shout out North Idaho. I've never been to Idaho. I don't know if I'll ever be to Idaho. Maybe someday I'll go to Idaho. But shout out all my Idahoans. But you can do it. If you're in North Idaho, South Idaho, you can do it. Anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you are, man. We got the internet. You know how crazy the internet is? We got it. You can reach the world. 30 years ago, this wasn't possible. I got a talk show from my apartment, from my house. You can do it. We can all do it. We can change the world like this. Number one rule, though, or if not number one, number two, maybe number three, is you really have to stop giving a shit about what people think. That's so important. You can't be like concerned about like, oh, is this person gonna say something weird? Is this person gonna like call me ugly? Am I gonna say something that I'm gonna regret saying? Like, no, you just go on and you do you. Whatever aspect it is. Maybe you're writing a book, you write what you want to write, like really what you want to create. You let God work through you. You let the creation create through you. You are the paintbrush of God. You are the expression of God. That's it. Tap in. You know how to do it. I don't know, man. That's just how I'm feeling. We can all do it. Other than that, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Hey, man, everything's gonna be good. Everything is gonna be okay. The media, the world that we live in, most of the stimuli from technology, the exposure of the world that technology grants us seems to be bleak and scary and puts us into a state of lack, right? That's not the truth at all. Don't believe that at all, man. Is it deliberate or not? Who knows? I do believe it's deliberate in a certain sense to keep us small and confined, to let us not know how powerful we truly are. But all of that is malarkey, man. All of that's malarkey. If you can't stay off your technology, I don't know what to tell you, man. You have to like really limit what and be vigilant in what you're consuming to be able to discern what is the truth and what is not the truth. And 99% of the stuff that's online here is not the truth. It will not grant you guidance toward, your true essence and your true power within. So just be very wary of all the stuff that's on here, man. The illusions of Maya are very thick nowadays. Like I said, I might even be a distraction right now to you, but at least I'm a distraction admitting I'm a distraction, and that there are plenty of distractions out there. Distraction guiding one out of the distractions. I thank everybody for tuning in, tapping in. Thank you very much, Victoria Rowe. Tap in, that's it. You just gotta tap in. The only way out is in. Tap in. Tap in, man. I don't have anything else to say. I'm kind of sweating. Gonna take off this Pharaoh costume, or maybe I'll keep it on. Maybe I'll go walk out in the streets, see what people say. Got the freedom to do so, right? I can walk around in a Pharaoh costume out in the street in broad daylight. What's anyone gonna say? It's not illegal. Freedom, man. We could if I wanted to. Is it gonna be worth it? I don't think so. It's a little hot anyway, but I could. If I really wanted to, I could walk around in a Pharaoh costume. It's freedom, man. Once you truly realize the freedom that you have, it's priceless. Freedom is priceless. I'm gonna think about it. Maybe I will go walk around in a Pharaoh costume in broad daylight. Probably be on some TikToks later. Other than that, guys, yeah. Thank anybody for tuning in. Don't have anything else to say. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning. A wonderful life. Wherever you are, whoever you are. I love you guys. We all gonna make it home. We are home. Peace, love, unity, kumbaya. I don't know what else to say.